Come on, State. Man, a donation, bro? Is it donation box or something? What's going on?
Donation box. Y'all ain't gambling tonight, Shot?
Huh?
You ain't gambling tonight?
Yeah. He's going.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy.
Come on.
Only reason I won't bet you the whole team, because I just told you how to block this shit. That's the only reason. I should have told you that shit. That's what I think it is. Well, it might not be that. He might add some more to it. He might not give you a full round. Yeah, you ain't hitting up 30. Yeah, I know. I still want to see you play on the Here we go.
Are we good? Get your money.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
Set it up. You bet on
you
him.
have
You
that
throwing
type of
dot, that
height,
kind of guy.
he can stay
That kind of
in
guy I
there.
like.
He's willing to take the hits and just fire over the
That's the
top,
kind of guy I
which
like.
saves him time
Yeah, we can go.
and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
You can't shoot the clock, bro. You can't press the 2 o'clock, bro.
I'm going to tell him. I don't see. I don't think.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Got him. Got him. Got him. Make this out like a bag of Cheetos. That's it.
A big play there. 59 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And And he'll get across the 20 before he...
I gotta get it down pat.
First of all, I'm gonna run the ball all over that big nickel shit. So you gonna get up out of that shit.
When you're thinking, you don't know what to do. I know what defense you're scared of.
I ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah,
I'm scared of nothing. I want you in the 55.
Yeah.
So you been cheating on my man here, Slade?
I want you in the 55, huh?
You bet on dude?
Yeah, I bet you.
At about the 23-yard line.
Don't do what?
Man, he finna come out that deep boy, but he ready.
I like
One thing about...
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Man, let my people see, man. My people want to see it, man.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now.
What happened? Sir?
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Yeah, I could do it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Crabtree has it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time, able first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
I'd have called my time. I was trying to homeboy. I know you was there.
He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And
Cut that nigga, man. Cut that nigga in the mouthpiece.
And brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey,
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there.
God damn, bro. This dude really can't. Oh, ain't nobody block this man.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air.
It was getting some bullshit.
And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He chucks him aside.
Yeah. Well, ain't nobody touched this motherfucker, bro. That shit just blew the whole play up. I mean, he comes straight through the gut. Non-touch. On a running play. How could they do that at, bro? God damn.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Give me that pick, man.
A double team and it's picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to trying to do and put themselves in proper position.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And this is going to be incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had two excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had two huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nikhil Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl. But I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
It could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown, 40 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what,
and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I bet $100. Oh yeah, got to go. You got to slow down.
Homeboy, you got to get out of here, homeboy.
Man, we'll hold your hands up. Slow down.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
Talking about
fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but you know the Patriots.
Nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, "Were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation?" He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. Everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. There's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Crabtree, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. That's it for, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Like a motherfucker.
On first, they go right back to Collins, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up.
Pick that shit up, man. There you go. Get that.
Intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here to the pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams? Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 42. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. Remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants.
This dude here came for the pick and then, oh, come to leave. Come on, well, that's a walk in the park. That's a fucking touchdown.
Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball. They scored.
That's a fucking touchdown.
What an exciting game.
Yeah,
as time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss. Threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won.
Ain't that ass him. Ain't that ass him. But you in cover. I don't blitz all the time, nigga. I stay in cover sometimes.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
He
Jackson picks it.
He
Take this all the way up past the 40.
Yeah, he's going to heat that time. I mean, some people up.
Really indeed. Hey, Swings, I don't know who, because everybody in the game, bro.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's hard out there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just 4 yards on the pickup.
Come on, Taddy, bro. Come on, that nigga just fuck. Come on, I want that run. I should have ran that on me. I shouldn't even did that. Shit right there. That straight on me right there, bro. I shouldn't have did that shit, no.
He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, you know what? My damn controller still broke, bro. That shit still motherfucking locking up on me, T-ball. This shit still won't throw the damn football, man. God damn, bro.
I hope I don't sound too raw
I
on
just brought
that
this
one, but
motherfucking
that's the exact right
bullshit.
throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Damn, I had a man wide on that shit fucking front faking, man. God, last fucking time, man.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually
I had him right where I wanted. Then he cut me. He saw that shit. I saw it. That damn button sticking, bro. Motherfucker won't even pump.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. Now Jackson. Hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A right side catch by Crabtree. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down.
It's a possession, bro.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Jackson now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackle and increase those gains.
Wright's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On first down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Nah, say time to take no message on, boy. I'm serious.
And this
Well,
one
my mama.
by the hands team.
That's ball game, man. I ain't got no message. Oh, you talking about my broadcast? Oh, famous? Nah, I don't get it. I can't see. Good game, homeboy. That 21. I don't get no. I can't see him. I took that shit off my setting.
You legally blind, okay.
No, I took it off my setting. I don't see that shit. Nemo told me to do that shit. I had to take all that shit away. I won't see it. So I took it off. So if he sent me something else, I don't see that shit. Nemo told me to go to that square box with all that shit in that, Sway. For real. I don't see none of that. I don't want to see it. So he sent me
10,
something.
and that's obviously not going to help the comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going.
But that right there,
After one there, but you've got to give
this
yourself
right
a
here,
chance.
oh
Let it
no,
go
that he ain't had
10
to see
before
me.
you touch
That
it.
mother told me congratulations. That good game, homeboy. You my type of guy. You come out goddamn. I'm in no fly zone, bro. Faith ain't told you. That's what I love. I let the people sling that rock. I let people sling that rock around.
Breaks the tackle now.
I love it.
20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, 39.
Now that one play didn't dictate that game, man. Although you might have got 3 out of that. It might have wound up 35-3. That's all.
Shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run.
Oh, so you got you too? Now I was sitting there, you couldn't block that pressure. That what got you. You had about 10 goddamn intentional grounding, man. Oh yeah, I love niggas run vertical, man. I'm gonna tell you that. I lick my lamb chop when I see that.
Just kick the extra point winds up
Especially that you ain't got time to, you got.
Here's Tucker now out to
vertical.
kick this one away. This is taking about 7 yards deep.
You right, dude. I give him run back, Sway.
Decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two.
Man, he was from the boys to the floor, man. What's up with you, man? Man, I'll run it back with you.
I got to give him, boy. Is that what you saying?
I ain't telling you to do nothing.
What are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because
so that's the first time playing. That shit, I ain't
because you know
that
they'll
shit.
make some adjustments.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I'm telling you, boy, I don't feel like fucking with you, so I'm like, I want some, you know, I don't want that kind of stuff. I don't say either, man.
For a short gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 4.
Well, I'll give him 3.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll give him 3.
Short play
I don't
like
give
that
up
in
no
this
point.
situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time.
Nah, my man can play. You thought he was gonna come in and spread me out. So you know better.
In this case, the offense is
You
taking what
want
the
to
defense is giving them, not what they need.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is McCaffrey on the give.
This way, you know the same guy you bet on me before was Chris B, right? That's why I was late. Yeah, well, no, I ain't talking about the night in the party. I'm talking about a month ago. When I came to your Dadecounty party. Yeah, you did. This is the same guy played the Cleveland Browns. The fuck? You bet $10 on the same dude, Chris. Let me go find out. I'm about to do that screenshot. Yeah, it is. It's damn Chris 1887. Yeah, it is, sweet.
And that one falls
No. That was him, my bad. That's the other guy you did on that side. Remember,
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense.
No, not him, Melvin. It was somebody else you bet on. It wasn't this dude. Melvin the dude that came to party that night.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's Newton.
I got a bet.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
So you know I'm tough. So easy to roll.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
You good, man. I mean, Sway just be fucking on me. Sway a little challenge and
Panthers
shit.
are able to get this back within a touchdown. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't
Man,
get
I played that motherfucker. Man, that motherfucker got so look, man, the game gave me a punt return from me, a kickoff return from me. My man hit the dude on the line and form off his butt. I quit doing game because he didn't have. I got some shit. I couldn't get too guarding. Oh yeah, I done beat him so goddamn much, man. We on a bad league street. You see,
93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see
you
that.
just kept, we're just. I'm telling you, probably out of the last. Well, I'm gonna start from the last 7. He might be 1-2. I ain't even count the last 15. It might be 4.
Take it into the end zone for a Ravens
touchdown. He can't change it.
Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage.
But that mean you gonna run out of last? You be that me, it ain't nothing.
Nah, he said, why you and Glizzy always